Okay, welcome everybody to the August team rally for the Dillinger world. And I am twins with Tasha tonight. No, we did not plan that, but great minds think alike. So just thought I would point that out. Just wanted to remind you guys about the July sales challenge. So if you have not completed all of your stars, you still have until August the 4th to get me that. And I have a very special gift for those that finish that up. So just want to welcome everybody tonight. Okay, we're going to hop right in, and we have several different speakers tonight, and the whole topic tonight is on follow-up. So we want to make sure that if we're doing the work to get clients, you know, it's harder to get a new client. It's easier to keep the clients that we have. Okay, Carol says she can't hear. I tell you what, do you want to dial in by your phone, or I'm not real sure. Okay, Pam, you want to call her? Okay. And Pam's actually going to be our first speaker, but we'll give her just a second. But follow-up is important because, you know, if we don't see our customers on a regular basis, we can easily lose touch with them. And even if we haven't seen them in a while, it's good for them to hear from us. And what we're going to talk about tonight are different ways to contact your clients and words to say and why we want to be in touch. So what I can do is, I tell you what, let's go ahead and have Tasha. Do you mind going first? Since, all right, we'll have you go first. And okay. Tasha's going to talk about words to say and verbiage, and also ways to connect. And we'll turn it over to you.
Okay, well, some of the ways to connect, there are so many great ways, and I want to share that first. That way we can kind of go into verbiage and how that works. You know, if you're a person who likes to do phone calls, great. I'll take you through that a little bit, but also through text message, ways and words to use so that we don't get wordy. I know some had mentioned that. Also WhatsApp, if you don't have the WhatsApp, that's a great way to connect with your customers. And especially if you want to contact them face to face and talk to them through your phone, it's a great way as well. Or Messenger. Messenger is a really nice way as well to send a personal message, to connect with them, to invite them to try what you have. Or also video message. And that's something I really like doing, is video calling them on Messenger or WhatsApp so that you can actually have a personal conversation. You can see if they're interested and have that contact. One thing you can do is when you contact them, some great words to go with that. You can offer, one thing I like to do, I will say first, is the person you're talking to know what they like. Are they someone who is all about skincare? Or are they someone that's about makeup? Or are they someone that's about body? Because the products themselves, that's how you can do that. So I have one customer that I really like to reach out to. A lot of times I haven't talked to her for a very long time. And some great ways just to do that, to connect with them, is get a hold of them. And one thing I would do in a message, I'd say, it's been so long since I got a hold of you. I'm so sorry, but I want to make sure I tell you about something that I have that I know you will like, and leave it at that so that the customer wants to know, well, what? So you always kind of want to leave them hanging so they get back to you. That's why you don't want to be wordy. You don't want to be long, but you want to know what they like. So when you do send them a message or talk to them, then they will want to know more about it. So I have one customer, she is back in Illinois, and I don't get to talk to her very often, but when I do, I try to reach out to her by phone, which is impossible to catch her. So what I like to do is I send her a message through Messenger, because that's my best way to contact her. And I tell her, you know, I have a product that would be perfect for you. Let me know if that's something you're interested in, but I think you will absolutely love it because it will make your skin look amazing, and it also will take off the years. So finding a way, I feel, and I felt is like so important when we're connecting with people, because then they want what you have. So as you're talking to them, for example, when you do if they video chat, they like to video chat. That's a great way to get them to try it, by letting them know exactly what has happened, but also too, because our skin is looking really good, it's better for them to see you, because then they're like, okay, what she's using, I want as well. So it's a great way to reach out to them. Also too, you know your customer, the people that you know, are they into clean products? Are they into healthy stuff? Because that's what's happening in the market. So many want clean, healthy, good for you product. So it's a great way to say, you know what, I have something, I know you so well. I know you would love this because you love clean products and you love healthy stuff. This new line is something that you would absolutely love, and I would love for you to try it. So by connecting that way and keeping it simple, even though you may not have talked to them for a long time, is a great way to do that. And I know Johnny had mentioned that we want to share so much with them, but it's better to keep it simple and just say, I'm so sorry I haven't talked to you for a while, but you've got to try this. And kind of leave it at it's kind of like you want to leave them at a cliffhanger where they want to come back to you and they want to try it. So it's a great way to do that. But definitely by using Messenger, WhatsApp, texting them, calling them, because we're in a generation where a lot don't like phone calls. They'd rather get a message. And that's what I do. I text people or I message them. You would like to try this. I would love for you to try that. I know you would love this because it can do this for you, or it can make you look like that. So really kind of filling that in. How's that?
Perfect. That's a lot of really good information. I took lots of notes on that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Our next speaker is going to be Pam, and she's going to talk about why follow-up is so important and knowing the purpose before you contact them. All right. All right, Pam, you got to unmute. Unmute.
Well, everyone tonight has been to a restaurant or their special place to eat. How many times has the waitress came back to you, or maybe even the owner of the business, and asked you, how do you like your meal? Is everything okay? Are you comfortable with everything? And so they are actually trying to build a relationship with you and make sure that it's going to be better next time. So we have to start thinking about how we can build a relationship business through follow-up. There's a few things that I'm going to talk about here. When you do talk to someone, make sure you take their name. Make sure that you put it somewhere. We're in a digital age. You could actually put it on an app that has a digital notebook, or you could just have a sticky notepad with you. But there's always somebody you can talk to, or there's always someone that's still on your client list, like Tasha was saying, that can be contacted. Now, the other thing you always want to remember is that you're not, by no means, feeling that you're being pushy. So I want you to get that completely out of your vocabulary. You're out there to help and to share because they need what we have. People are busy, so you might just need another nudge to remind them to get back to you. If they text, text back. See if they have a quick minute to chat over the phone. You can then share with them what you're doing and see if they would like to discuss new business over the phone, in person, or virtually through Zoom or Skype. So the follow-up is very easy. You can also do an email. You can also do selfie videos that we have. I haven't done selfie videos, but I have done, well, I guess I have the ones on the business that you can send to your own little video to them about a product. The other thing is very, very important is you need to talk to your clients at least every 3 months, or TLC clients every month and a half. The other thing, and I know this wasn't touched on Tasha's, but I can add this, make sure you make a VIP group. I try to go in there every day, but I don't always make it business. I make it fun. I make it that I'm a down-to-earth person, you know, like have a great day, you know, sunshine or whatever. The other thing is they also suggest to just make one group just for your special clients too. That would be very good to do. I also do a live video at least once a month to twice a month to talk to my clients. Tell them about all the specials, and that's a good way to talk to them. The other thing I want to tell you about talking to them is don't go right into, hey, I got a sale. You know, you want to share with them. You want to say, how you doing? Last time I talked to you, your child was sick. How are they doing? So you want to find a common ground with them and just visit with them. You don't have to call them just to make a sale. You just want to be businesslike, far as friendly. I don't think I have forgot anything. Oh, there was one other thing. If you make those VIP groups or your client groups, put testimonies on there. And I already said fun things, and pictures of the before and afters are great to have too. I've had really great success with that. And I follow up if somebody says, tell me about it or how much, I privately message them. And that's, I went beyond the purpose.
Oh, that was great. I actually have not done an impact selfie in a while. I kind of forget about it. And just in case there's someone down here who does not know how to do it, I thought I'd take this opportunity. Of course you can't see my phone. Let me turn off my background so that you can see my phone. Okay, this is the real me. See how messy that is? All right, you still really can't see my phone. Okay, if I hold it this way, can you see it now?
You can.
Okay, when you're on this screen, there's a little button that looks like share. Well, anyway, it's like right here. And when you hit share, it's gonna come up and you're gonna see where it's got all these options. Can y'all see that? Maybe I'll hold it this way. Okay, now you can see it. And this one that says social, it's got the heart on it. If you tap that, that's going to take you into Impact Selfie or not. Hold on. No, I take that back. It's not the share button. That's how you share your app. It's the sell button. Looks like a price tag. And when you tap that, Impact Selfie is going to be one of these options. So I'm not going to try to walk you through that since it's really hard to see my phone. But just know that's there. And anyway, so I'm glad Pam gave some ideas of things that she does on her page. And that reminded me of another couple things I started doing. You know, we want to make TLC a really big deal. So I have my TLC birthdays, and most of them, you can get their birthday off of Facebook, but the ones that don't have their birthday on Facebook, you can text them and say, hey, when's your birthday? So I normally do a big birthday shout out around the beginning of the month, and I say, happy birthday to all of my August TLC clients. And then I'll list them by name and tag them. But you don't get your birthday shout out if you're not a TLC. So that's one thing I do. And another thing I've started doing is thanking people when they place an order. And then I screenshot pictures of their order. If they order 4 things, there's like 4 different pictures. And I get these pictures off of the True Aura Instagram. It's easy to go in there and find the pictures, and they're not just, you know, plain with white around it like on the website, like where you order. They're, you know, displayed, and they're really neat. So I just go on the Instagram page, I find the products I'm looking for, I screenshot it, and then I upload the pictures of what the client bought. So I'll thank them for their order. And that also is a way of putting products back in front of people without being salesy. So, but I love the ideas that Pam gave, and about how everything, you know, how she does testimonies and how she goes live on her group. Lots of good stuff there. All right, our next speaker tonight is going to be Gidget, and if you guys did not catch this, she was one of the Booking Blitz winners, and you know, she didn't just call these people out of the blue. She's going to talk to you a little bit about warming up her leads, and she's going to give some verbiage on what she has to say as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Gidget.
Okay, so can y'all hear me? Because I had to go on my phone. Well, actually, I'm going to correct you, and I don't mean to, but I did call all those people out of the blue for the most part.
But you talk to them at some point, though. I mean, like, they know what you're doing.
if we're being honest,
And it's being recorded, of course. It's okay.
Well, what I did when I called, because like the way they did the booking blitz, it was like 3 10-minute sections, it's like 3 10-minute sessions. So they were, I'm sorry, I'm like in a new room and I can't get the lighting right. It looks like I promise I don't have a halo. You can ask anybody. But like it was 3 10-minute divisions, and so like you had to go really quickly. So like a lot of times it was, hey, this is Gidget. I don't have a whole lot of time to talk because I'm on a booking blitz, but I'll give you the info later. Do you want to have the way we were doing it, if you were listening to all of the Philip Yarborough things, you would just say, do you want to have a beauty break with me in August? Or do you want to have a beauty break with me in, back then it was in July. Well, I filled up my July, and so I had to go to August. So you had to kind of, but I didn't have a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tell you, and then we went back, and I'll go through all that. I feel like I'm kind of like hopping all over the place, and forgive me. I start my first day back to school tomorrow, and it's been a little crazy. So first of all, you need to make sure you know your calendar and have it out. And I highlight the days that I want to have my booking, like I highlight the days that I want to have my events. Okay, because some days are just better than others, all right? And everybody's different. So you do what works for you. That's what I'm going to say. Don't wait for a booking blitz to happen. Philip challenged us at the beginning of every month to have our own booking blitz, like just by ourselves, and just say, hey, I'm going to make sure I get 7 bookings this month, like, and try to do it at the front of the month, like the first week, because then you have time to reach out and contact and make relations after. So the first one may be really quick, and then the second contact may be a little bit more descriptive. I always try to make a list of people who I know would be willing to say yes, along with a few people to say no. Like, let's say I want to call 10 people. I'm going to call 2 people who I feel really comfortable with. They may not say yes right then. They may say, can we do it another time, like in 2 months or something. But the reason I do that is because they give me a little bit more of directive to keep swimming and to get the rest. And sometimes I need that. So if I'm going to be calling 10 people, a lot of times I'll start out with my first person and say, hey, there's always that person that you've done a party for. And you can say, you said I even returned the favor. And I don't like using it as a favor a lot of times, but sometimes if you're really stuck, that's the place to start. Okay. If you're really stuck and you're really scared, like I was, that's a place to start. Because I'm going to tell you, when I got on that booking blitz last month, I was like, I'm just going to watch. That was my original intention. Okay. I'm just going to watch. And I wound up with 19 bookings. Okay. So you may cheat yourself a little bit, if you're not careful. So never put that on yourself, because you never know. Give yourself somebody that you know will be your cheerleader. So if you, I don't know what that was. If you, let's say you're brand new to the company, so your words may be, hey, I'm starting up my own business, right? And I'm wanting to have some girl time. I'm wondering if you'd like to have some girl time, just 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's what I always tell them. I say 30 minutes. That's it, 30 minutes. and we'll make it go any way you want it to be. Would you like to have that time with me and some of your friends? That's all I say. I don't go into detail. I was like, I'll give you the details later, that kind of thing. If you're somebody like me who's been in this business since it started but had to take a break for whatever reason, I just said to them, I'm not sure you know this, but I'm taking my business to the next level. And I'm looking for people to help me get there. And usually that gives them a little bit of, hey, yeah, I know her and I like her, or hey, I want to help her. Because you're saying, I'm looking for people to help me get there. Okay, so you're not guilting anybody in there, because everybody has the right to say no, but you're also asking them to help. Let me help you, right? So you're it's a two-way street, because you're going to be helping them because they're going to have a good time too. But it's a real small, just kind of in there, just enough to put it right up here. So once I do that with them, basically I'm literally giving them like 2 sentences and that's it. Like, do you have 30 minutes for you and a couple friends? And we're going to have some fun girl time, and we'll discuss a little bit of skincare and makeup on the side. And would you like to have one with me? Let's just say in August, since it's August. So that's where they start. And you say, great, I'll get back to you later. Click next one, because I'm on a roll. So that's just how I'm doing it. And I'm not even setting a date. I just know it's in August right now. Then once I get mine filled up, I call back, and this may not work for you, but this is how it's been working for me, and I kind of like it. I call back, or I text back, and I say, thank you for believing in me. And that's how, for me, because most of the people knew what was going on with me that I booked with, that they just knew where I was coming from. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to get into my whole testimony right now, but they knew where I was coming from. And they just said, thank you for believing in me by booking a beauty break. Now let's pick a day that you're free for 30 minutes. And then I'll say, these are the ones I have available. What works for you? Or I'll say, what works for you? When, the first part of the month or the back part of the month. And on that conversation, I'll just say, okay, great, I'll get back with you. If it's not right away, like if I have 7 days, I'll say, okay, well, now that we have it installed, let me get your information, because I'm going to go ahead and put it in the back office. And I go ahead and I do that, and I'll get back to you the day after tomorrow or whatever, and I'll explain some more of what it is. So this next time that I call them or I reach out to them, I explain what it is. And it's then when I tell them like who they may want to invite. You're going to be looking for people who are into health food or into health itself, whether it's exercise or that kind of things, people who like makeup, people who need a break, people who are stressed out, that kind of thing. Okay, so I kind of am giving them ideas, and I tell them, look, don't invite 50 people because it's going to look bad. I'm like, invite 15, 20 max, because out of that only a certain amount are going to come. And then I ask them, do you want to do it on Zoom? Or do you want to do it on Facebook Messenger? Or do you want me to do just a Facebook Live where everybody's watching? I prefer not to do Facebook Live because it's kind of hard to keep up with the comments as it's coming in. But the one thing about doing it Facebook Live is you can go ahead and it can record and you can keep it on there, okay? But whatever they choose, and usually it's Facebook Messenger room, then I get with them a couple days before. on Facebook Messenger room, so they're familiar with it and how it works. And then I'm like, this is how it's going to go down when we have your spa, and all these people are going to pop up. And it's very similar to what we are in right now. The difference is you don't have to have Facebook to have the Facebook Messenger room. You can invite and send people to the link that don't have Facebook, and they'll get that link and they can just sign in. So that's kind of how I do that booking. I just kind of, it's how I get it done quickly, but at the same time, how I follow up within 3 to 5 days of saying of a yes. And then we go from there. And I make sure that I'm following a lot of Lindsay Tompkins rules, where we're not waiting 7, 10, 14 days on a group. I set that group up 7 days, maybe 5 days prior, and it's boom, 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 and you're done, because everybody loses interest after about 5 days. So there's that.
All right, lots of good information. So thank you for sharing with us.
Mhm.
All right. And our next speaker was also our top seller for July, and that is Janya Davis, and she's going to talk to us about Empower. Many of you, I think we had over 20 registered. I think we had about 21 registered for the 69 that were able to get all the perks, but we still can do $29 registration. So Janya is going to talk to us about that.
Well, it's almost here for Empower, and you all know that's where every consultant that is in Turara, whether they are in Canada or in the United States, and do we have Puerto Rico still?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just thought about that. But on August the 21st and the 22nd, there is going to be a virtual Empower. And the deadline to sign up now is on the 20th. So if you are not registered for Empower, then you mark that on your calendar for tomorrow. And for $29, you can watch the virtual Empower. And you will see Rick and Gary and Lindsay and Philip and all the top. We're going to have sessions, you're going to have teaching, you're going to have information, you're going to have inspiration, and it will be fun. And you can do it in your own family room. And why would you want to do the $29? Why? Well, first of all, it's your ticket for live, so you can watch it live. Second is you will get the specials from the product specials. You will get the sale price if you paid the $29. Now, if you pay the $29 as a consultant, then you can have maybe a friend or a client that is really interested in Turara. This would be a great time to invite her. And if she's not a consultant, then she can be a guest, and who knows, by the time that Saturday is over, you may have a new client that's really, really excited. And so I want you to think for a minute about what kind of person might want this. You know what? When she sees the great camaraderie with Turara, it's a company that's like a family. It's family owned. So it's not a huge corporation. It's like we really care for one another, and we have fun. And she may say, you mean I can have fun, but I can still make some money with this? And so you just never know. Maybe she's wanting some friendship. Maybe she is really, this might be an answer to her prayer to be able to make some money. Maybe just to save some money. She might want to buy skincare and makeup that's clean, but it's kind of like going to the grocery store. Have you ever picked up something that's organic and say, oh, is this worth it, or do I need to do this? And so, there's some people out there, there's some girls out there that are looking for some places, and maybe it would just be that I could save money on my own makeup and on my own skincare and just take care of myself. So, so if you sign up for $29, then you have those perks. Another thing is they're going to have raffle tickets. And so if you sign up for the $29, then your name may be drawn and you get some free products too. So I hope that you all that have not, that you're listening to it. I know that Michael Ann is going to have a watch party on the Saturday. I am going to have a watch party in Russellville starting Saturday morning. The session begins at 10. Now, I'm not going to cook breakfast for you, but I will have some treats for you. It won't be bacon and eggs. Now, Stephen might fix you bacon and eggs, but I'll fix you donuts and rolls and cookies or something. But fruit, we'll have healthy things, and we'll just hang out that day. And it's at 10 o'clock. It's at 10 to 12, and I think 1 to 3. I'm doing this off memory, and maybe is it 5 to 7? Mike, 5?
3:30 to 5 for the
3:30 to 5. Yes. So that's going to be the day, and so I hope that you will join somebody and get together. And if you're by yourself, then let us know, and we can kind of talk to each other in between the sessions if you're at home watching that. Okay, thanks.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to go and do some Facebook Lives during the break and just kind of maybe chit chat with each other that way. That'll be a lot of fun.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Okay. What if, okay, this is my mind being Gidget. All right. What if you have somebody sign up as a consultant and then they do the, like, before the cutoff for Empower, and then they go ahead and place, they go ahead and sign up for the $29 Empower. The offers that are gonna happen through Empower, can they use that as some of their first PV?
Yeah, absolutely. And the deadline is the day before, so they have to get everybody in the system. And there is a session Friday night for new consultants since last Empower. So a new person that signed up for Empower would be able to do that Friday night session. So yes, they'd be able to take advantage of those offers, and it would count toward Quick Start PV. So it's a very good point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if they could just get on for Gary Jones' introduction to the new products, that would be the winner.
We need to find out which session he's doing, and maybe because our clients that aren't interested in selling wouldn't necessarily want to be there for the business building session. But if we'll find out beforehand which session Gary's doing, and maybe invite our clients to specifically come at that time slot and to hear him. So that would be really good.
So they would need to do the $14.95. Let's see, before the 20th, and they would also need to do the 29 for Empower by the 20th, right?
If somebody wanted to sign up as a new consultant and join Empower, then yes, they would have. A guest cannot join Empower. They have to be a consultant first, but a guest can come to your house and watch it with you without signing up for anything.
Right.
Yeah. All right, 2 more quick things, and then we're going to wrap it up. We have a couple of fun things that I wanted to do this month, and this first one was Pam's idea. We're going to have a fun Friday, and it's going to be Friday morning, August the 14th at 10 a.m. We are going to have everybody show up on Zoom with index cards, and we're just going to talk about some of the products. And I want to hear words that you guys say when you're sharing the products with someone, because I know that helps me. Sometimes I hear somebody say something about a product, and it's, you know, it's simple, it's to the point, it's easy to understand. And, you know, we'll just all kind of take turns and make our own notes. And we're going to have fun with it that day. If y'all want to wear a party hat or have some noise makers or whatever. So this is just going to be like a special little impromptu class, and we will record it. So if you have to work during the day, you will be able to watch it, but we want a lot of people on to participate. I'll be advertising that. By the way, you guys are, are all on our team page. Make sure if you have consultants under you that not only are they on our team page, but they have the notifications turned on so that when we do post things, they do get notifications and see that, because our Facebook group is the main way that I communicate with you guys and we communicate with each other. And the second thing I want to do, I want to leave you guys with a challenge, and you guys have until the 20th of the month to complete this. This is day 1. And what I want you to do is between now and the 20th, contact 20 people. So basically that's 1 contact a day. And what the only requirements are, 10 of them need to be follow-ups. So people that have used your product in the past, they've done parties, they're already your customer, but you maybe haven't talked to them in a while. So that's going to be super easy. Just use some of the words that you heard today. And, you may even want to let them know that we're going to have 1, possibly 2 new products at the end of the month. And would they like to know if there's any specials? That's one thing too. I always like to, when someone says, hey, do y'all have so-and-so yet? Like, for example, we didn't have mascara. I would respond, not yet, but I can put you on the list. So when we got mascara, those were people that I followed up with and said, hey, we now have mascara. So 10 of the 20 have to be follow-ups. 10 of them have to be new prospects that have never purchased from you before, have never, really known or talked to you about True Aura, but people in the back of your mind you've been meaning to reach out to, but you haven't. So just jot down your, and that means you actually talk to them, not, you left them a voicemail. So you're probably going to have to call or text more than 20 people, because we want to make sure that you're, able to touch these people. So however you guys want to do it, but write down your results for your 20 people and just get them to me, and I'll have a gift for you. And again, you've got until the 20th of the month to get that done. So any questions about that?
Can't understand it.
She can't understand it. She wants you to do 20 people, 10 have to be follow-up, and 10 has to be prospects.
And then just write down what the response was, whether they said, call me next month, or yes, I'm happy with everything, or, whatever. Just gets us in the habit, anything that you do for like 21 days in a row, which you can knock all this out in one day if you want to, just however you work it. But anything that you do, on an ongoing basis becomes a habit. So anyway, I appreciate you guys hopping on tonight, and I will see you guys on Fun Friday, and hopefully I'll see many of you the day of Empower. Thank y'all.
Thank you.